All right. So I should be live. It is Saturday night slash Sunday morning. I slept all day today. I didn't get up until the day was over for the most part. I was up all night. So that's why, this is the first time I have been here all day. But I also earlier produced some content for some family members, right? That's my usual routine on the weekends, to reach out to some family member somewhere, some way. But I just wanted to hop on here and discuss a few things. Don't get too carried away with the title. It's just a title. As usual, I plan on talking about more things other than the video shown in the thumbnail. But that thumbnail just came from a video I recently retweeted. And it was the first time that I've seen it. First time I've seen this video. And I appreciated the fact that it contains no violence. So it's safe to play. And in this video, we see once again an example of how it's impossible to be a responsible dog owner. Because a responsible dog owner is said to be one who keeps control of their pet. And she tried. She has it on a leash. But because it's a powerful beast, she is nothing. Nothing. It doesn't even look like the dog tried that hard to yank this woman onto the ground, and she smacked the pavement with a lot of force, further proving that she's incapable, physically incapable, of restraining this thing when it wants to launch an attack. This is the same thing that happens in attack stories when the victim is a child. Oh, yes, it is. Has happened plenty of times. And then the mayor, the governor, the police chief will get up and say how it's every pet owner's responsibility to always be in control of their dog, when they know full well that that's not even possible in many of these cases. So what are they doing? They're choosing to turn a blind eye to it. Them continuing to tell people to just be responsible after knowing for so long that dogs are capable of doing this. Even it's capable of getting away from people a lot bigger and stronger than this lady. This didn't happen just because she's so small and light. It happened because the dog is so effective at manipulating that type of restraint, where you're holding on to basically a rope that's tied to the dog. It's not that difficult for a living, muscular, powerful creature to get away, no matter how big and strong you are. It's irresponsible, and the possibility is there. So this is what I'm talking about when I say there's no such thing as a responsible dog owner. This is let me clarify myself. It's one of the things that I'm talking about. I'm just using a leash as an example in one case. There are several others. We can talk about all of them. How they jump over fences, dig under fences, etc. And it's pathetic, and it shows a lack of intelligence, low IQ, when you keep responding to cases like this, just be responsible. Be responsible. Be a responsible dog owner. You can't make this up. Careful if you go to Twitter, because I retweeted some bad injuries just to give people an idea of how much damage what they call a bite, dog bite, how much damage it can cause. And it looks like she has some type of bad infection. That looks like a bad infection. Yeah. And it's because the dog's saliva is so toxic. Even more reason why we shouldn't tolerate these things. And they're not pets. They're not pets. Now, if you haven't checked out Twitter, if you're not on Twitter, if you don't follow me on Twitter, and I know several of you don't, because I don't have that many Twitter followers, you might want to check out this video. And sadly, I'm not allowed to show this video, but in this video, this guy beats up an attacking dog. So basically, the guy beats the dog up in self-defense. Now look at this. See, the dog runs up to him. Well, after it runs up to him, he gives the dog that work. Gives the dog the business. Gave him a knee to the chin. That lifted that brainless, worthless mutt off its front legs and off to the side. Then he gave it a few more punches, like a two-punch combination. He dished out to that mutt. The dog backed off. And the man continued his defensive attack. He continued his, and this was 100% self-defense. Because the man didn't attack until the dog got right up on him. Okay, now had he ran, the dog would have chased him, and he might have failed, and the dog would have had the upper hand. It's always better to stand your ground and fight if you can. As someone pointed out, if it's a child or an elderly person, it's a wrap for them. You won't be able to fight off a dog attack like this. All the more reason why they should be banned. Okay? Okay. Now, people, don't get carried away with Ron DeSatan and his San Francisco poop map. San Francisco excrement map.
San Francisco. There's a lot of plots on that. You may be asking, what is that plotting? Well, this is an app where they plot the human feces that are found on the streets of San Francisco. And you see how almost the whole thing is covered, because that is what has happened in one of the previous greatest cities this country's ever had. Human feces is now a fact of life, except when a communist dictator comes to town. Then they cleaned up the streets. They lined the streets with Chinese flags. They didn't put American flags there. They cleaned everything up. So they're willing to do it for a communist dictator, but they're not willing to do it for their own people.
I want to get in with the limited time.
Okay. Now, look at the map he held up. See that map? Look at that. Wait a minute. Trying to expand the size here. Lord, what is wrong with this thing? Look at that. Politician, mind you, look at the map he shows to share. That don't even look real. That is exaggerated. You're talking about human waste found outside on the street. That's what they're talking about. Stop it. Your common sense should tell you that this is manipulated before it's been presented to you. And it has. He's talking about reports of human waste since 2011. 2011. Really? This Satan deceptive, Ron deceit. Stop it. Can't even take this seriously. Now look at this. I believe that map he held up was from Forbes. The same map that Forbes has on their web. Look at that. Y'all need to stop. Stop it. Why reach back to 2011? And who's going to validate that somebody defecated on the ground somewhere back in 2011, 2012? Don't tell me y'all still got reports of a report. Who would keep record of that anyway? Shut up. If y'all want to see and hear some exaggerated lies, listen to politicians. Now look at this other map. This is another map. It look a lot different, don't it? Don't this look a lot different? And this is like one of their little websites. Huh? I think that's this one right here. Okay. I'm looking for a date for a year. I think I just saw 19 something. Did y'all see that? So they don't show a date. But that's pathetic. Stop it. And even this many. Okay. These have to be recent reports. What kind of document? Y'all keeping reports? I mean, look, man, when I look out the window, I don't see nobody defecating and then call and report. Who am I going to call to report that to? Who am I going to call and report? I'm going to call the police? Who you going to call? Waste management? Somebody taking a dump outside? And why would, stop it. Taking attention off of dog excrement, which is the real problem. You don't want to see a map of dog excrement since 2011. Okay, don't even try that. So that's just for all the nutters out here. I know they're, got excited from that little episode. See what people do? Did you see that map, IHD? Oh, look at how humans defecate and destroy communities. Stop it. Stop it. Shout out to everybody up in here. It's 1:44 a.m. my time. Didn't expect even 21 people in here. But there's 21 people in here. Big shout out to all of y'all. But also today, something came up that I didn't like. I did not like. And I still don't like. This right here. Man, if y'all don't stop with this story of this boy, Bridger, wasn't that his name? Bridger, is it Walker? Look at that headline. If someone had to die, I thought it should be me. Boy, 6, takes on charging dog to save his sister. Now, I remember reading that headline a while ago, and I purposely looked over it. I'm like, okay, some excited journalists got carried away with the headline. But maybe not. Maybe more media outlets said stuff like this, and I just didn't catch it. But stop it. Ain't no 6-year-old gonna independently think of that or say nothing like that. That is pathetic, man. Pathetic. But what really turned me off was the fact that no kid should say that about a so-called pet. Here's the pet about to kill somebody. If anybody's going to die, let it be me. Like everybody just as a group accept that this thing is deadly. No. No. Okay? Y'all are far too deep in the wrong direction. If a child says something like that about a pet, oh, somebody's about to die, am I going to allow my family member to be killed, or will I jump in and sacrifice myself protecting them if somebody has to die? Oh, society has it wrong when kids will say that about a pet, and I don't even believe he said that, even though it's the truth. I think it came from an adult, which makes it even worse. That an adult would force that out of a kid's mouth about a pet that you, the adults, put into the home and brainwash them to accept. Now, some of y'all remember this story. It was not a family pet, but it don't matter. They went over to a friend's house, and it was their friend's dog. You see? So it don't matter. It was still a family dog. And again, no child should say that about no pet. If they do, that ain't no pet. Okay, so it was a family. It wasn't no stray dog. So don't start with that. No pet should have just attacked and killed nobody. What you talking about? It ain't a pet. It's a form of terrorism. It's a way for you to allow people to terrorize other people. That's all. And this thing will attack anybody of any age, but prefer the smallest victims. Stop it. So I don't like how they try to do, put out little articles like this. Of all things to revamp or repackage, why repackage this? This surfaced last month, but I didn't catch it last month. It surfaced November 12th, 2023. But get out of here. These people, they just won't stop their filth. Okay? Now, something else I want to share here. Apparently, Wikipedia looks like they're doing something with their list of fatal dog attacks. I don't know what's going on. But y'all see this category over here off to the left. From 2023 going back to 2016. Where they've listed fatalities only. Now, if you expand to severe mutilations, it'll be a lot worse. And severe could be anything, man. If a dog bites you and you need stitches, that's a severe injury. Flat out. Just like what I just showed you there with that woman on her hand. That's severe. Anytime a dog break your skin and its teeth and went inside your body, that's severe. And you need to go to the hospital fast. That's severe. When you have to go to the hospital, like when a dog bites you, it's unacceptable for you to just stay at home. Even though a lot of people do that, which is why a lot of them end up all jacked up. It's severe. Man, this list will probably quadruple, if not more than that. You include the severe attacks. And I'm pointing that out because it's not all about fatalities. Do you want to get Jacqueline Duran your face? Brooklyn Curry? Don't stop. Y'all constantly talking about deaths because it's not that many compared to the population in the United States. Okay? You won't be able to do that for long. Eventually, everybody is going to hit you with the fact, respond with the fact that severe attacks are relevant. They're relevant. Simple as that. But anyway, this is 2023. Now, I'm not trying to show you the volume of attacks. You all are aware. This is 2023. This one is 2022. Now, 2023 is crazy. Y'all see every fatality has been a bully breed this year. According to this list, every single one was a bully breed. And this is why nobody can argue that bully breeds should all be banned. Nobody can deny that. None. And that's why whenever they entertain the discussion about bans, they only want to pick one specific type of bully breed. Because they know that's a failed way to approach, establishing laws, preventative measures. But that's ridiculous to me, you ask me. 100% of all fatality victims were attacked by bully breeds this year. Crazy. And that's why the pit bull advocates talk behind a rock and they don't want to have a back and forth with any of their critics. But 2022, last year, wasn't much different. You had some German Shepherds sprinkled here and there. Here's a Rottweiler, but that's a bully breed. When you're talking about danger, how much of a danger or a threat a particular dog breed is, you always group all bully breeds in the same category. Always. And they know it. That's why they never do that. What dog breed would be responsible for fatalities if bully breeds were not here? Think about that. But anyway, this is 2022, and 2022 was a horrible year. I think there were 40 fatalities or more. I think it was 40 last year. There's a Husky, right? There's Dogo Argentino, Great Dane, another bully breed, Cane Corso, another bully. Listen up, pit bull advocates, because each and every one of you get into this, pushing this idea that, oh, it's only the pit bull. Y'all think we're all dumb. You think we all are falling for your scam. We're not. We see clearly the bully breed is the problem. Whenever a multiplicity of bully breeds is legal in a certain area, you have a multiplicity of bully breeds responsible for almost 100% of fatalities. That's a fact. Okay, that's a fact. Something pit bull advocates don't deal with. Dog lovers, same thing. Even here where it's a mixed breed, we know those are bully breeds. Code word for bully breed. Interesting stuff. But anyway, look at this. Labrador Retriever mix. Unspecified, we know what that means. A Dutch Shepherd. Okay, so get rid of them too. All the dogs that have ever, even if they kill one person, need to be banned. They've already proven to be deadly. Get rid of them. Now look at 2021. Another hefty list. 2021 was immediately after the COVID lockdown. So this is one of the worst years, if not the worst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43 fatalities in 2020. That's a lot. But just imagine the list if it included the mutilations. It would be crazy. Disfigurements. It would be crazy. And that's how they want it. That's how they like it. And understand, 2021, that was the beginning of the New World Order. The world has not been the same since 2020. After that lockdown ended, the world has permanently changed because we've entered into the new world order. Attacks by dogs are going up rapid. They're higher now than ever. And that's going to be one of the hallmarks of the new world order. I know many of you disbelieve. And for those of you who disbelieve, look at 2020. See that? Now look at 2019. Look at that. Look at 2018. Look at 2017. Do y'all think we only had 2 fatalities in those years? Huh? What do y'all think going on? Sorry, I meant to share that link, that Twitter link earlier, but I forgot, but I just now shared it. How many of y'all noticed that? Why y'all think they're doing that? Y'all remember, they used to have the full list. And it would go back, it went all the way back to like 2010. I know y'all remember that. I used to share it all the time on live streams. But now all of a sudden, they're gone. It only goes back to when? 2020. So they have adhered to the new world order at Wikipedia. Okay, where the only thing is relevant is what has happened in the new world. But dogsbite.org might want to hit up Wikipedia. Pitbull Victim Awareness moderator might want to hit up Wikipedia, because they're requesting that somebody add the fatalities in these years from credible sources, reliable sources. That's what it says right here. It says this is a dynamic list and may never be able to satisfy particular standards for completeness. Look at this. You can help by adding missing items with reliable sources. So if anybody has the time and is motivated, you can add the fatalities to these years going back to 2016 at Wikipedia. Yeah. So I guess to do it, you just click that and this will pop up and you get busy. I guess you gotta know HTML, because you gotta type the text and everything into a special, Good luck. And I hope somebody does it, because I'm not about to sit and try to figure out their HTML. So I'm not going to do it, but I'd like it if there were a list. And boy, they got all kinds of lists. List the alligator attacks. Oh, stop it. Is that ripe in the United States? Are they common? Okay. No, they're not. This is all the attacks between 2020 and right now. That right there. 2020s. Here's a 2010s. Over a 10-year period. Yeah, see the difference? This is not even a full year. A dog attack, not even fatalities. Okay? These are all fatalities too. Lord, oh Lord. Yeah. I don't know what happened. Wikipedia had a list that went all the way back to 1990. And it was a complete list. All the way back to the 90s. And then one day they just disappeared. Just vanished. They got a link right here. Like, look at this. Look, the 2000s. Oh, it's alligator. See, this used to be the case with the dog attacks. Let me see if I can get back to it. Is this it? This is it. See also. See, it's just disappeared. It go back to 2016. That's it. But here on Wikipedia, it used to go back to like the 2000, the year 2000, not 2000. I think it went back even further, because there's a live stream where I went through the whole thing, going back to like 1980s or something crazy like that. So I don't know what they're doing. They're getting rid of some of their information. Maybe they need the bandwidth, or they can't house all that information. But there's another website somewhere on the internet that sort of mirrored all of that whole list that I use. If you Google it, it should pop right up. Right? Anyway, let me get out of here. Big shout out to everybody able to join me on this little late night creeper. And I hope to see you all back on the next live stream as we continue with this crusade.